with that, Jeremy, if you're ready, I think you've got the whiteboard up.
What I want to talk to you about first off is, well, I'm going to bring back actually, because what I want to do is make sure you can see where I'm writing. Now, first off, I'm going to go over a little bit about the compensation plan in a minute, okay? And I'm going to do that on the board. But this, what I'm going to show you, the compensation plan, is only the tip, okay? Because I don't want to do information overload. This is the very tip, and each time we do a hangout, there'll be a little bit more of the tip, and eventually you're going to have the full pool cue to, you know, bang it all home, okay? So, but what I want to talk to you about first, before I actually get onto the compensation plan, I didn't make a presentation because I thought, what better place to do the presentation than on the whiteboard? But what I want to talk to you about, first off, is, I'm going to call it ZAN, okay, which is the ZUKUL Ad Network, okay? Now, for those of you that know, ZUKULAdNetwork.com, I'm going to share my screen with you in a minute because I've got some more stuff to show you what's happening inside the back office. But I just want to tell you a little bit about what ZUKUL Ad Network is. Now, ZUKUL Ad Network is a system where you'll be able to come and buy banner advertising and you'll earn a revenue if you're an affiliate. Okay, if you're an affiliate, you'll earn a revenue from the banners that you actually pay into the system. Now, those of you people that have been involved in these revenue shares will understand what I'm talking about. But ZUKUL Ad Network has something a little bit different. Okay, so you're going to be able to do the normal things that you do with those revenue share sites, but there's also a few things that we're plugging into it. And we had Marcus on the Hangout the other day, and we're going to be plugging into it a blogging system, okay? Now, on this blogging system, there's going to be loads of, I'm going to call them micro blogs, okay? And on those micro blogs, hopefully you can see this, there is going to be banners. Okay, now you'll come into here and you'll buy your banner, advertising space, and it could be, if you wanted it done, is to place on one of these blogs. Okay, now the other thing that we're plugging into to ZAN is the big D. Okay, the big D is the dating site. Okay, that's an advertising platform that we're going to advertise on. That you're going to buy advertising in ZAN, and your banners, if you want them to, can be placed on our dating site when we launch. Now, obviously, we're not launching that at the same time as ZAN, as the ZUKUL Ad Network. That's the first thing that comes out, probably alongside with the banner, sorry, with the blogging system. But we're also going to have, hopefully you can see this, I'll just turn this around a bit. We're also going to have a dating site, okay? Obviously, when someone joins a dating site, they're going to give their, you know, obviously they're going to say what sex they are, they're going to give a bit about their hobbies and all that sort of stuff, okay? So we're going to be able to know what type of things they're interested in because they're going to create a profile because they're looking for their Mr. Right or Mrs. Right on a dating site. So that's, if you look, there's companies like Plenty of Fish. If you go and have a look at that, it's one of the biggest advertising networks outside of Google, you know, because they get a lot of data from the dating site. So the dating site is something that we're going to be bringing in not long after we get ZAN up and running. Then the other thing that we're going to plug in is Big B. The Big B is the bingo site, okay? Again, the bingo site, people are going to create profiles on there. They're going to and to play bingo. So again, there's going to be advertising on side on the bingo site. And again, if you want to advertise on the bingo site and the dating site and all the blogging network that we've got, you're going to need to be a member of ZUKUL Ad Network, okay? You can be just an advertiser if you want to be, or you can be in the affiliate program so you can earn commission. So you can run it as a business, or you may just want to promote your business. I don't know, okay? But you won't get, the only place you'll get access to these places to advertise is inside ZAN, okay? Now, the next thing that we're going to plug into it is, I'm going to call this the Big P. And this is products, okay? Products like the Easy Landing Page Creator is the first product we've created. And we've got the blog, because these blogs here, this is a blogging system that Marcus is going to be running. But there's going to be, we're going to be giving away blogs for free for people that's called our product, and maybe we might sell some of those as well. Then we're going to have, like I said, which is the easy landing page creator, which we've already got. Then we're going to have the Facebook Ninja, be a standalone product. And then we're going to have an autoresponder, which is a standalone product. Now, all of these sites and many more products that we're going to bring out are all going to have a members area. And inside that members area, we're going to have banner advertising. But plus, you see, we're going to be able to sell solo ads to, you know, the blogging network. We're going to be able to sell solo ads here. We're going to be able to do solo ads into our bingo, solo ads over to our dating site. And there's one more piece of the jigsaw puzzle, okay, is what I've not talked about ever before, okay. Well, there's more than one, actually. I'm going to tell you that there's another one that we're going to be plugging in, and I'm going to call this ZC, okay. Now, let me just say to you that all of the thing that we're launching for April, the beginning of April, is ZAN. All these other things are going to start to plug in as we go forward. ZC, ZUKUL City. We're going to be creating a game, okay? We're going to be creating a game where people can build a city. Now, there's going to be a difference with this type of city. This is going to be, it's a massive project, okay? This is going to be, well, I don't want to tell you too much information about it, but you're going to be able to earn money from playing a game, okay? And there's going to be banner advertising inside there. Then we've got, I think this will be the baby, this baby here. This will be a thing that you will never ever see, and I'm sure you ain't seen any of this stuff in most of the other networks that you advertised on. But this, I'm going to put the big question mark there for a moment, because I want to show you this live on my screen, okay? I want to talk to you about this big question mark, because I believe this, even though these things here are not to do with, that you don't normally see them in advertising sites, you know, like these rev shares. I mean, I could give you a long list of them, but I won't. You know, if you're in them type of revenue shares, you don't see all this stuff, okay? But I tell you what, some of them you might see bits of it, but I tell you 1,000,000%, 1 trillion%, you ain't going to see this question mark, okay? All right, so I'm going to tell you about that in a minute. So we're going to come back to the question mark. Now, what I want to do, hopefully you've got all that, because we haven't talked about some other things that we're going to plug into that, but I think I'll leave that for a future hangout. Now, we're looking to launch on the 1st of April, the first phase of our launch, and the first phase of our launch is ZAN, the ZUKULAdNetwork.com, like you can see under my name there, okay? That's the first phase. This is a massive project. We've got programmers working round the clock now to get all this put in place, okay? So, right, so I'm going to get rid of that. And what I want to do is I want to show you why we're slightly different. So you can see now, because with what I've just had on the screen there, on the whiteboard, any other rev share company, okay, or advertising network, they rely on one thing and one thing only, and that is I join the business and somebody joins after me for them to make their income. So that means that 2/3 of the people, or 1/3 of the people in the business in the beginning make the money, and the people at the back of the queue don't make any money because there's nobody else joining. As you can see, we're going to be creating revenue outside of our system, outside for people that just want to advertise their business. And this is not going to be an advertising platform just for MLM, making money, work from home type businesses. Okay, we're going to be putting other businesses in here. We're going to open it up, you know, to, could be a car showroom, could be a local restaurant that wants to advertise in there. Now, obviously, you know, if there's a local restaurant in London, they don't want to advertise to somebody that's maybe in California, you know. They might want to, but if they're a local restaurant that do home delivery, say, and they want to advertise their home delivery, they don't want to advertise home delivery for London, you know, if they do London, they don't want to advertise it for someone in California. So we're going to be collecting things like IP addresses. We're going to know where people are from their time zone. Right down, you know, these things that, I don't know whether you've ever seen one of these sat-navs that the army use, where they can give the grids of a map. You know, they say, I don't know what they say, the longitude and latitude tells you exactly where they live, practically, the road they're in. Well, that's what we're going to be using when people come to our site. We're going to know where they are. Obviously, if they use an IP address cloner, we won't know. but the majority of people don't do that. You know, they log in, and the system will know where they are. You know, so if they live in Oxford Street in London, and there's a taxi firm that's in Oxford Street, we can send an advertisement only to show to those people. So you're going to be able to do real laser targeting advertising as we go forward and we collect the member base. Right, now this is where I've got to look at my screen. So I do apologise. Let me just check because somebody sent me a message here to make sure. Yes, I will. I should. Yeah, okay. Right, so now I want to talk to you. First bit I want to talk to you about is the advertising packs that you can buy. Now this is nothing to do with what I've just shown you there, because you would pay extra to go on that network. But if you're going to be advertising the advertising packs purely just on the site, okay. Now, hopefully you'll see this. So if you don't see it, somebody shout because I can't see my screen. So I'm just going to put here. You see how clever I am? I can actually. Hopefully, can you see number 10? So somebody say something.
No, it's a little too low. You might want to lower the camera a little bit.
Righto. So what I do is I'll just write what I want to write, and then I'll be able to go back to my screen. And I'll just put it like this. So what I'm going to say, this one, free, okay? And then this level, so you have to bear with me, guys, because I'm just going to write this on there, free. Then what we got 5. This is dollars. So I'm going to tell you what these are in a minute. I do apologise because I was going to make a presentation on a PowerPoint slide, but I will do that. It's just that I've been a bit flat out, to be totally honest with you. So I just thought, rather than mess about, I'll just put something on the whiteboard and something around what we got there. So I think it's that way. Then it's, I'll guarantee that I'll get this wrong. So then it should be, well, I know that one is 50. What have I got here? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Oh, look at that. What a donkey. I've missed out 8. Can you believe it? There's me thinking, why ain't that working out? So I'll put 10 at the bottom. Right, so I do apologise. So let me go back again. So this one I know is that. This one is that, and that one's that. Right, so now what I'll do is I'll come back to my camera. Right, so hopefully you can, we'll do the top half, okay? Now, the ad packs, okay? I'm not going to tell you the price of the ad packs, what they cost, but what I can tell you is the first one is $1, okay? I'm not going to tell you the revenue that you're going to make from that, but we'll tell you that as we go on. So the very first level, now if you're familiar with this type of system, the penny's going to drop you straight away. You can come in this level, and you need to buy 100 ad packs, okay, 100, so I'm going to put the magic 100 there, to 200 is the max, so that's the max, that's the min, so hopefully I'll boot that up there, like that, right. So you're going to need 100 ad packs in this first level before you can move on to the second level, okay? Right, now I'm just going to put question marks here because we'll tell you about the actual cost of each pack in a later one. It's just that I want to clear it with, Jamie and Darren, okay? I'm going to clear that with Jamie and Darren. So, but we'll keep this this dollar, okay? So you'll buy 100 ad packs. You can buy maximum of 200, but if you want to buy 100 to move on to the next level, you will be able to move on to the next level. Now, what you're going to do is when you move to the next level, your ad packs, you'll be able to buy your ad packs, and let's just say we'll keep it simple, and this is not the correct figure, so don't quote me on this. I'm just going to say simple and say $2, okay? So your ad packs in here would be $2, but you're going to pay a monthly subscription of $3, okay? So you've got your 100 ad packs here at $1. Then to move into this level, you need 100 here or up to 200. Then you're going to need the same again. You're going to need 100 here before you can move on to there. So if you've got that 100, you're going to be paying $3 a month. And that $3 a month, we're going to tell you about that, sharing it and all that sort of stuff. Okay, but so don't worry. Just bear with me on each hangout, and we're going to go through this bit by bit. So you'll be able to move to the next level, buy a minimum of 100 ad packs. So you'll have 100 here and 100 here. You must maintain 100 in each level. Our system will know, because I know some systems, because I've been in them, that you can cheat it, but you won't be able to cheat ours, okay? You can have a minimum of 100, then you'll move to the next level, and you'll pay $3 a month, a recurring payment. But I think you'll find, and Jamie will tell you about this, and Darren, that you'll be earning, quite an amount of money. You ain't going to worry about the $3, okay? Then we're going to go to the next level. Again, you need 100 ad packs before you move into the level 3, but this time you're going to pay $5 to be in that level, okay? Then we go down to the next one, 4. So let me just move my screen down, my camera down. So then we're going to go into 4, and you will need, again, 100 ad packs to be in that level, and you must maintain 100 in the levels above before you can move into here. Then you're going to pay $7 a month to be on that level, okay? Then we're going to go to level 5, again, a minimum of 100 ad packs, and you're going to need to pay $10 a month, okay? And the same again, we keep repeating. You need 100 ad packs before you can move, a minimum of 100 ad packs. You could have 2. I mean, I know Jamie likes to max out, but then you're going to be paying $15 a month, okay? So remember, what you're doing is you're going to be paying free for that level, and you have to keep paying that free. This level you'll be paying 5, so that means you'll be paying the 3 plus the 5. So that's now 8, you see. Then that level you're going to pay the 7, okay? Each level has its own recurring payment, all right? So hopefully that makes sense, and we will go into it a bit more, so don't worry if you look at this and thinking, what on earth's he on about? We will cover it, and I know Jamie and Darren and Kev and Bart will get into this a bit deeper, but I just wanted to lay the first foundation. Now, the next bit I want to tell you is we're going to be offering you, I'm going to call them directs, your downlines. That's what I call it, okay? We're going to be offering you downlines that you can buy for your ZAN business, or you'll be able to transfer them out of ZUKUL for ones that you've already got. I'm going to tell you that later. So you're going to be able to buy 2 people, okay? 2 people to join your ZUKUL Ad Network business. Now, let's just say you do go out and buy 2 people, and these people here, I'll keep it simple. We'll say you've got, I'm going to put here these 2 people. Let's just say that this first person decides to put in $200 to max out the first pack. He wants to max out the first pack. Straight away, when he signs up, you get 10% of that money. Any money that he deposits or she deposits, you get 10%. Now, when this guy here, this first one, decides, right, now I'm going to go to the next level, and I'm going to put in whatever he's going to max out there. So that we said it was $2, which is not. It's not the right figure, hypothetical figure there. I'm going to tell you what they are. Let's just say he maxes that out, and now he pays $400 to max out that. You get 10% of that. But he also paid $3 a month. You're going to get a commission from that $3. Now, this is the interesting bit. This guy here that you bought, what did he do? He went out and bought 2 people himself. Now let's just say they do exactly what he just did. They maxed out the first level. You don't earn anything from that. They maxed out the second level, but when they pay their $3 a month, you get an affiliate payment from that $3. Okay, so you get a percentage of this, and you get a percentage of that. Now let's just say that one of these guys here also went out and bought their 2 people. They come in, do exactly the same. You won't earn anything from that. You won't earn anything from that, because that will be in the revenue part of it. But when they actually pay their $3 over here, you get a percentage of that. Okay, so this side of it, that monthly fees, there's a 3-level affiliate program attached to it as well. So you earn 3 levels deep, and that means I join, I introduce Jamie, I earn money from Jamie. Jamie goes out and introduces Bart, so I earn money from Bart. and Bart goes in out and introduces Kevin. So I earn money from Kevin from those monthly fees. Now that alone can turn out to be an awful lot of money, because I showed you them figures. So we'll make, hopefully we'll do some, we'll get somebody to make some sort of calculator to show us how that's all going to work. Okay, so I want to leave it at that, because I don't want to give information overload, but I hope that's whet your appetite. And what I'm going to do, hand it back to Bart, because then I'm going to sit down in front of the desk, and then in a moment I want to share my screen and I want to talk about the big question mark. I just want to come back to the board, okay, because there's something that that I want to talk to you about, and that is when we actually when we put ZAN out there, the ZUKUL ad network, when we put ZAN out there, as I said to you earlier, we're going to be creating a system where you can get your first 2 people into your business, and then when that order's filled, you'll be able to create another order. Okay, so we're going to have, for those of you that don't know, we're going to have a rotator, okay, that's going to send you your first 2 direct downlines. Okay, that's if you want to order them. Now we're going to show you how you can use funds inside your ZUKUL account. If you've got a ZUKUL account, we're going to show you how you can transfer some of your orders that you've maybe bought inside ZUKUL as well. We're going to show you how to do that. Now, what's the power of a rotator? The power of a rotator is, and I'm sure you've seen lots of companies out there, there's lots of people, they all jump on the bandwagon, you know. They see the thing of a rotator and they go, ah, that's how he does it. We're going to get involved. We're going to create our own rotator, okay, which is great. But the problem is with those types of systems that create a rotator, because rotators are fantastic, is they run out of steam. And the only people in a free rotator that benefit are the ones that are in first. So if you're seeing a post from other companies that say, come and join us for free, get into our rotator, and we'll get you your first 2 people, if you're not in quick enough, all you're going to do is build up the leaders. Because that's why they do it. They create a free rotator to mislead you, to get you to join their company, and they're going to build up the leaders. Our rotator is fueled with money. So that means we can start to buy advertising. And for those of you that joined on the 28th of September and then joined since the 28th of September when we launched the free downline for you for your ZUKUL business, will know that we don't give you buffalo dust. We're creating a whole campaign here. Everything that we're doing now, all that I just showed you on the board, is all part of our strategy that myself and Bart and a couple of others discussed this 2 years ago. And it's now that we're starting to execute this, okay? We're starting to execute everything. So this is not something that we've just plucked out of thin air in the last couple of weeks. This has been a strategy that started out 2 years ago when I knew I wanted to do my own products and I looked for people to work with. Luckily, Bart was one of those people. Bart thought of the name ZUKUL because I said, you know, I don't want a name that's about multi-level marketing. I want a name that people don't know. How he come up with that name, I can't remember, but he did. He come up with the name ZUKUL. So we created ZUKUL because we wanted to do all these other elements. And that's without the other products that, you know, we're going to be bringing down the line. We've got so much stuff that we're going to blow you away with. And it's all going to happen in 2016. So don't, if you want to join other companies, by all means go and do that. But if you want a business that you want longevity and you want a business that you're going to be proud of and that is going to earn you a proper income, I'm not going to say it's going to make you a millionaire, okay? It's going to make you a steady residual income and it's going to get better and better over time. If you see another shiny object where they say to you, come and get in, it's going to cost you nothing, wake up and smell the coffee, okay? Because they're lying to you. Because what they're going to do is they're just going to build the very first people that get in, okay? They build the very first people that get in, and then they say, do you know what? We found another one because PayPal's blocked that, or this company's not been able to pay out, and they move on to the next one. And it's the old syndrome. The leaders earn all the money. So, okay, so I just wanted to tell you about our rotator system. So don't get sucked into any rotators or any other companies that are going to give you this buffalo dust that they're going to find you all your sign-ups, okay? Right, so with that, so let's go over to ZUKUL first, ZUKUL Ad Network. Now, at the moment, as I've said many times, there's these banner placements, okay? They're just placeholdings. You know, we've got that one still there of McDonald's, okay? But these have been there since we've gone. And then we've got a video. Now, eventually, it's not going to be at launch, but shortly after launch, you're going to be able to buy video advertising like you do on YouTube. I'm sure you've gone into YouTube and you start to watch some video, I don't know, a movie or whatever, and somebody's got a video that plays before you actually see the video that you wanted to watch. So we're going to have video advertising. That was a bit like what Tara was just telling you about there. So if you was a bit confused what she was saying about the video, it's going to be here. And that could be, I don't know, let's just say that there's, I don't know, a spiritual coach. There could be like a 20 seconds snippet of that spiritual coach, and if you wanted to click it, you maybe go over to their page, or you might be able to engage into their next live session that they're going to be holding inside ZUKUL Ad Network. All right? Now, let me come down a little bit further because we've added some new things. We've got the publisher. These sections now are actually working, okay? So you can play with this, go into this section here, and you can start to, if you've got a blog or anything like that and you want to put some code on there, you can go and just test this out. This is actually working. Now, the advertising section, we should have that up in the next day or so. So you'll be able to create a banner advertising. Now, what we're going to do is we're going to give everybody, before launch, we're going to give them some free advertising. So you can come in here, and these banners now will start to, once we finish this section here, you're going to be able to start creating banner advertising, okay? So you'll be able to put your offers here. So if you've got some other products, you'll be able to put those out there. And what we are at this stage, we're reaching out to any company that's non-multi-level marketing. You can create, you know, on the work-at-home business, I want companies that are that type of industry. So, you know, car sales room, restaurants, hotels, that type of thing. We want to give you free advertising, okay? We want to give you free advertising, and we're certainly going to give you at least 2 months. But I think we're going to probably go beyond that. But we're only going to give it to people that get in before we launch. We want advertisers to come on here before we launch that are not just our members, if you understand me. So, you know, McDonald's, if you're watching, get in touch with one of us. We're going to give you free advertising on here, okay? And this company here, I think it's a betting company, you know. If you've got a banner and you want to put a banner here and you're a multi-level marketing, work-from-home type business, you will get first priority and you will get free advertising, okay, across all of our site once we start to open all these pages up, okay? So if you're an advertiser, come and contact us. I mean, there's some more stuff that we got down the bottom here, but and there's some more banners. You'll be able to take those places up as well. Now, there's an element that we're adding to this, okay? So what I'm going to do is I'm going to sign out, okay? And that's going to take me over. I'm going to stop my video. We're going to be putting another menu bar up here that will lead you to an amazing system if you're a company that want to offer a discount. Now, let me just take you over to a company called Groupon. We're going to create a system that's like Groupon. Now, if you're familiar with this, the penny's going to drop with you straight away. So I'm just going to say no thanks to this. Now, on Groupon, if I go to here and I go to local deal, all the deals, so here they've got 8,000 deals, okay? So I'll just click on this. Hopefully it's going to load. We're going to create a site like this, okay? Now, if you've anything, look, there's a curry there. There's a discount, 40% discount on a curry, okay? Normal price is $40. you can get it for $25 from Groupon. Okay, so obviously you'd want that somewhere in your location. There's all the cities and places that you can find down the left-hand side. Okay, now, what does this mean to us? First off, let's have a look at the curry, because I love curry, so this is a great thing here. So we could buy this, I could buy this, and I would get for two, a meal for two for $40. Okay, if I bought this, now with the Groupon system, first off, Groupon have a few rules in place. The first rule is you have to give a minimum a discount. You know, they want you to give a large discount. I don't know what the minimum is actually. Excuse me, just going to take a drink of water. They're going to offer a discount, and what then? So this started off at $40 if you went into the restaurant directly, and they're saying you get it for $25. Now, when they pay that $25, Groupon collect that money. There's Voucher, there's KGB, there's lots of these types of sites, and out of that $25, the restaurant probably get half of that. Groupon take their part as well. Okay. Now, what we're going to be doing is we're going to be saying to advertisers, advertise your discount, sell it for $25, and how much will you pay the ZUKUL ad network for placing your ad there? Absolutely nothing. We won't take a penny off you in commission, providing you let us put a little banner. There's a banner at the top there. That's advertising Groupon, actually, a steakhouse, an American steakhouse. Let us put a banner at the top there, or let us put a little banner at the bottom of the page, maybe down here, and we'll let you advertise on our site absolutely 100% free. If you want to get rid of the banners, we're going to charge you a fee. But, you know, this company here are advertising their curry. Out of that $25, they've got to give Groupon a share of that. I think it's about 30%. And they've got a banner up there. So we're going to say, let us put a banner at the top there, and we'll let you advertise with us completely free. Okay? So I'm going to go back over to the screen here, stop sharing. So hopefully you see the power of what we're going to create there, because people are going to flood to this site to get discounts. Because if you know anything about Groupon, you'll know that that's probably one of the biggest sites in the world that offer that type of system. They're here in the UK. I know they're across the States, and they're in so many countries. Okay, now we've already built that system about a year ago. Just haven't launched it. It's almost ready, and we're going to be putting that out there. We're going to be spending money on radio advertising, offline advertising. We're going to invite every company that advertises on Groupon, on Voucher, on KGB, and all those other sites. We're going to employ a team that are going to start contacting all these companies and say, you know, you're advertised on there. Come and advertise with us for free. Put the same deal that you've got there, but advertise with us for free. Do you think they're going to come over just to see if it's worth doing? Of course they are. Look at the eyes we're going to get on our banners. Look at how we're going to be able to target. And what's going to happen then is when those companies come over, the curry houses, the local restaurants, and the keep fit places, and the car sales rooms, and the flying a helicopter for a day and go scuba diving, or whatever it is that they're giving away with a massive discount, we're going to start attracting eyes from the general public. The people that don't even think about making money working online. People that don't even know what a multi-level marketing company is. People that don't even know what a rev share is. People that don't even know how to even work from home. Do you think we're going to start to get our advertisements in front of the right people? I'm telling you this, and I'll tell you this now. This system we're putting together, and it started on the 28th of September, is a strategy that we started 2 years ago. You can't believe how much of a passion this is for me to make sure that everything goes how we want it to go. It's not going to happen overnight. It's not going to be all smooth sailing. But if you join this business and you can't afford to pay for your account, then don't join in the first place. We don't want to take your money and just get you to join, and hopefully a few more people are going to come, pay their money and join. It's not about that. This is about building a business that's going to take you to where you want to be. It's going to give you financial freedom. You're going to be able to get out of the rat race. We've got so much exciting stuff. I hope you can see the power of what we're putting together, because I don't believe there's another company on the planet that's going to come close to us. And I say that not lightly. And I'm not saying that to give you any buffalo dust. I truly believe that we're going to have the best system in internet marketing since it ever begun. I'll hand it back to you, Bart.